definitely breathe
How
better.
do you deal with your stress now?
Exercise. I lift weights.
Does that help you?
Yes.
I know when I used to run really a lot, I felt very good after I ran. Like it like mellowed me out.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, you used to run a lot.
Yeah, I did. But now I don't. And I can tell that my like anxiety and stress since I've stopped running has been higher.
Yeah, so habits take 60-something days to become part of your life. So if you want to replace a bad habit with a good habit, you have to do that good habit for 67 days to make it part of your life and make the one that's a bad habit not part of your life.
Right.
So all these people that talk about diet plans, you go a week and then have a cheat meal, like that's not going to work. Because that's not 67 days.
Yeah. And you want to find something, you said too, that you can
do forever.
You can do forever. Yeah. You don't want to be restricting yourself and your calories.
Well, that's why I came up with this Stay Fit Forever, fitness course.
Mm-hmm.
Because you want to find...
You have that?
Yeah. Yeah, you can find that on my blog.
See? Learn something new. Just
at FitFutureMD at blogspot.com.
Mm-hmm.
And it's free. Yeah, I don't charge anything for it. So, but you're just trying to find what you can do forever, right? Because your body is always changing. Some days you're tired, some days you're not. So you just want to be able to do a general rule of thumb that can always get you through, right? So if we go out to eat, the next day I immediately fast.
That works for you. I don't really do that, but
you just have to find that works. That works for me. If we end up going out to eat, but see, the problem is you end up going out to eat 4 days in a row. That means you never ate breakfast all week.
That's true.
So it's just something.
Been there, done that.
You still don't want to make going out to eat the habit.
Right.
Right. You want to make having good home cooked quality meals
a habit.
The habit. But if you do go out to eat, you can adjust your nutrition where you can continue the course of the good habits while also being able to go enjoy life. Right? So
that's right.
I say I was 315 at my biggest. I've been all the way down to 220 in Antigua.
Talk about a stressful time, probably.
Right. Yeah, medical school is one of the most stressful things you can go through in life. That's definitely true.
Mm-hmm. How many packs of cigarettes do you smoke a week? Or a day? Let's just break it down.
You're talking about 2 to 3 packs a day. Mm-hmm. Especially if you got into an apartment where you could just smoke.
Yeah. Isn't that what happened with you?
Yeah.
You got into an apartment where you could smoke?
Yeah.
I mean
I don't even know how I saw the textbooks, to be honest.
That's sad. Yeah.
What did Ivan used to call me? Smokey something.
The bear?
Smokey the bear. Is that what he called me?
I don't know. I was just
Ivan, comment down below and tell us what you used to call me. I don't remember.
Smokey the bear, right?
I don't know.
Smokey McPot? No, you didn't smoke pot.
It wasn't pot.
I don't know. But I mean, that has to be a hard time too. Like, you literally have never, you had never left the United States. You had went to Spain for the first time.
It was a complete culture shock.
Yeah, so then you moving to Antigua, a couple months after being on a plane for the first time to go visit me in Spain for a couple days, or Italy. And then
most of the people I was in school with, they were from New York.
So you had never dealt with that either.
So the prices to them were like cheap. They're like, everything is cheap here. But to me,
being from the
it was
country,
like, being from North Carolina, it was like, oh my God.
how am I going to live?
You know?
So you were just really focused on how you were going to even survive and live out there.
Oh, I was definitely living hand to mouth. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
But I'm sure
that's what got me into looking at business and at real estate and investing. And
well, you got a degree because of that. You needed to do that.
So, let's say all that came around and went into what my actual purpose is, which is to help people.
Right.
So, but yeah, as far as stress relief, the biggest way to get rid of stress is to get rid of the stressor.
Mm-hmm. Whether it's like just walking away from it, taking your mind off of it, doing something that you enjoy and love to do. So for me right now, if I'm stressed out, I go take a walk on the beach, or I go walk around the neighborhood, wave at people, like talk to people in the street. That makes me happy. I like to write also. Mm-hmm. That's something I enjoy. Trying to work on that a little bit more.
But comment down below, if you have, habits that you do because you're stressed that you might be able to replace with things that are positive instead of negative. Mm-hmm. Like we have done, and let me tell you, it's definitely very difficult to give up those things that you do for stress relief, especially when you know that they're bad for you, but you were doing them anyway. Mm-hmm.
But it's also I think also sometimes, I know this is my case, I let other things that I can't control stress me out. So that's what I'm trying to focus on and work on, is when other things that have nothing to do with me stress me out, I have to figure out how to
let it
go, or remove myself from the situation. Sorry, I can't help you any further. Here's a person that might be able to help you. Here's some it helps me to give them information to something or someone else that can help, so that I feel good about not being able to help. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how, if that makes sense.
One of the biggest things as far as anxiety relief is a lot of people are anxious about things that they can't control.
Yeah.
Right? And they're anxious about it because they can't control it.
Yep. Like
in Antigua, I couldn't control how much money I had to live on. So me worrying about money was not beneficial to my life.
But you still did.
But I still did.
And you had to come up with more inventive ways to help. Like you made friends who had cars, so that you weren't having to spend as much money on taxis
and stuff. Yeah.
And thank goodness for those people.
Absolutely.
That came into your life and you came into theirs, and what I'm saying. So it made you. It actually I think that whole experience helped you, build you up as a person. Oh, I feel like, and learn to kind of rely on other people, and then give what you had in return to them, whether that was just a good time, just your company, your advice, your wisdom. I'm sure you repaid them and those things because you didn't have the money. And if 30 years from now, whatever, someone said, "Hey Nate, remember medical school? Yeah, that person gave me a ride every day to school," and you were able to help them out later on, you would do it. It's, what I'm saying? Yeah, it's sure. You learned how to work with the community and around you, and the different, cultures and stuff. I feel like it helps you become a more well-rounded person.
For sure. And
resourceful,
But yeah, there are things in life that you cannot control, and you're never going to be able to control them. And those things you have to let go. You have to stop worrying about those. And that is the hard part about anxiety. You know, because most people are anxious over things that they cannot control.